And that's a great point, Doc, because you're right with Z-Dog and all those guys. First off, he did a video in his Darth Vader outfit about nurses. Now, I'm going to call you out, Z-Dog, because there are male nurses, and you always refer to the female ones, all right? So none of that problems that you said about this, that we out there with us dudes, all right? I might punch you in the chest, but there's a difference, all right? But that you're right. I just saw one of his videos that he talked to a doctor. I'm not even going to try to, tempt his name is Dr. Ron. We'll go with that. About the toxic metabolic effect of stress. It's about an hour. I know most of you don't have the attention span to do that, but you know what? Do it in pieces. I'm sorry. That's me being a Marine. I'm going to redo it. No, go ahead and look at that. Invest your time in that. But what I think is really good because of that, because of the Z-Dog, he puts a rap version onto it. He puts his thing with Darth Vader. You and I put a little, comedy to it. We're here in paradise and we do this. Dr. Ron talks about, his approach to this. I think that with all these people out there, we're building a community, have it be on the social networks, but then locally. So those of you who feel that you're alone, physicians, nurses, practitioners, holistic practitioners, you're not. What we're not doing is we're not aligning ourselves, and we're not creating, in the Marine Corps, we used to call them operating fire teams. And we're using advocate boards, if you want to talk about it that way. And I think that more and more that we need to do is find practitioners, find friends that are of like-mindedness, and really, I don't want to say isolate ourselves because that's not a good term, but allow ourselves to get rid of the white noise. And here's the thing, and this is really freaking crazy, and I learned this. And it's an old Zig Ziglar thing, all right? So I'm going to go to sales here, all right? It's the use of the word compared to what? So you go, oh my God, my life is stressed. Compared to what? Well, no, I don't. Compared to what? And you really kind of get to that point to compare to what? Well, Now, how does that make you feel? Well, I feel like shit. Well, why? Now you get to the results. So besides all this, Doc, we hear we hear this and stuff. What inspiring words can you give to everybody right now in closing, so that they look forward to our next podcast? They look forward to do what we're doing. What can we do to kind of set them on their way to, as I say, on a Friday or on a weekend, to enjoy the rest of this weekend?
The things I would tell them are that what we've mentioned in some of these recent episodes is where we're talking about enjoying and appreciate what you have right there. Noticing what you've got around you. Stop and smell the roses. And it is so powerful. And there are a lot of things that you can do for this. If you're going out to dinner, you're probably not going to have a pizza, but that would be probably what I would like to have. But, you have an above average pizza. You have a pretty good pizza in there. Say, wow, this is a really good pizza whenever you do this. When you say wow, when you think wow, when you feel wow, your brain is hardwired to expect something amazing to follow. This is one of the first words that you learned in the English language. I kind of want to talk to someone who didn't speak English first and see if wow does the same thing for them. But keep in mind that, you say, wow, oh, wow, he's eating apples on his own. Wow, he loves to do it. Wow, he's walking. Wow. These are things that your parents said around you and got you so excited, and it's something that our brains have learned to expect something amazing to follow.
I agree.
And so if you take these experiences that you inherently know should be pretty good, we're having a wonderful date tonight, we're going out and doing something new, wow, that was a funny comedy show that we saw. Any of these kinds of things, note it, hallmark it with, wow, this really felt good to do this. Notice that it felt good. And the endorphins that your brain is going to release at that time is going to immerse you for a second. It may be a momentary thing, but if you can start doing this more often, it's going to start becoming a habit.
Yep.
They say that if you do anything over and over again for 90 days, that it becomes a habit.
Yep.
But some things don't take 90 days to become a habit. You get bitten by a mosquito and you scratch that itch once, that's a habit already, because your brain is hardwired to expect that to be itchy because of the chemicals that are released there. And so your brain releases these endorphins and says, oh my gosh, that's satisfying. I want to be satisfied again. Well, if you start doing this on a regular basis with the things that you like, as well as the little things that you should appreciate, accomplishing this, that, and the other thing in your to-do list, say, wow, that did feel good to get these things done. If you give yourself these little rushes of endorphins, these little endorsements that you are doing the right thing, that life is going well, your brain will start to incorporate that into its natural being. If you ask an optimist versus a pessimist, how is it you think so optimistically? I don't know. I just think. But these are the kinds of things that they have learned to do over the years. Maybe they got a lot of encouragement from their parents, even when they got a B+ on their test. Yeah, that was good. Okay, you can do better, but you did great there. Getting that kind of endorsement and giving yourself that kind of endorsement rather than the criticisms all throughout this stuff. Give yourself those endorsements and notice that it starts taking hold and you feel more momentum going into the next day. Give yourself those endorsements because you deserve them. Everybody deserves those kinds of things going through. We are all suffering through a lot of the stress through this American lifestyle that we are living.
I agree.
And let's put you in a place where you can appreciate all of those things. Wow. This has been a great podcast.
Wow, exactly. And I'll tell you, Doc.
Oh, really? Wow, this has been a great podcast.
I'm going to tell you too. I was like, and that's simple. That's something we all can achieve. And again, I would like to see again, language-wise, if someone that these others learns wow. But to me, that is good because everybody can do that. And the purpose thing about change, it can happen immediately, and it just simply as wow. Our motivation inspires you to be better. We'll see you guys in about 2 or 3 weeks when me and Doc I come back here to Encinitas. See you guys soon. T3 Body, you guys, is a company and a fitness company that really talks about the complete athlete. When I talk about our motivation inspires you to be better, all right, as a non-for-profit that supports military veterans that suffer from mental health issues, I really enjoy the support you guys are giving me here on YouTube. But again, I am seeking clients on my T3 Body. So if you go ahead and take a look at my website, understand that the intimacy of getting to know you starts with just 30 minutes motivation. So you go on there, you sign up for one of those, you get a one-on-one remote talk with me just like this. Then I encourage you to go and look at one of my training plans, download a 4 to 8 week training plan, and really kind of just test your body, test yourself, and just really start to get yourself ready to then do the next thing is where you get 4 or 5 of your friends together and dare yourself to be better, where there you have a little bit more of my information along with my training plan. You get some remote sessions with me regardless of where you're at. You notice if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you can hear my voice and I can train you, all right? And that 45-day dare is a great way to just see and challenge yourself to really do the final thing is become a member. Being a member with me is a commitment, and it's made for just an elite amount of people. So when I talk about membership here, I really talk about a really elite group of individuals who really understand our core values of God, country, family, and really live by and have really adopted where our motivation inspires them to be better. So I wanted to touch on that, you guys, and really use that so that individuals like yourself who are getting better and inspiring others that understand that, you know what, we do need your support to keep everything going.